Rudy, you guys are, as a team, shooting a very high percentage from the field this year. I think you're 5th in the league in that. Does that kind of tell you that if you can clean up some of the turnovers and mistakes, just how good you guys can be offensively, just with the shots that you are generating and making?
For sure. I mean, I think we have such a high level of talent that, as you can see, like when we take care of the ball, we usually we're able to get something great at the rim, or 3 points, or catch and shoot threes, like things that are really efficient for us. But when we start turning it over, we don't get to shoot the ball, and we get to give the other team, usually something easier on offense. So, it's something that kind of like hurts us on both ends that we try to keep working on. And I thought we were really good early in the season. Last few games we slept a little bit, but I think it's just about us just being sharper, and also making it simple. Also making the simple play, and just trust our teammates.
And then the last few, Randall had a big game last night. Zion has had a big game. Is there defensively things you guys can do differently against a 4-man that's kind of physical in that regard?
Just guard. Yeah. Just take it personal. I think we put too much emphasis on game plan, but sometimes forget that the game plan is just here to give us a blueprint. But the toughness and the communication, are what's going to make it work. So we love the game plan, but we just got to guard. Take that matchup personally, and trust whoever is guarding. Like, just trust that we don't need help. The help has to be there in case of emergency, but I think just get back to just guarding our man, and take that personally.
Have you guys noticed that your ball movement is diminished?
Yes. I mean, it's just not just the field. The numbers also say it. So, just it's like I just said. When the ball sticks, our turnovers get higher, our contested shots get higher, and our offense gets worse, and our defense gets worse because the other team is able to get easier shots on whether it's a bad shot that we take, and we end up getting a 5-on-4 or 4-on-3. We outnumber defensively, or we just turn live turnovers and it's just a layup or a dunk. So it's very important for us if we want to get to where we want to get. Just keep putting the work every day, keep being sharp mentally, keep trusting each other, and just have that obvious unselfishness, being able to do things for our teammates, whether it's just space, whether it's just run the floor, set a screen, communicate. It's all those little things that you don't see on the stats, but that kind of comes back to you within the game, and when you move the ball early, usually it comes back. It ends up coming back to you. If it's not that time, it's later on, and I think that's when we go from being a pretty good team to being a great team. And we know that we have everything in this locker room to be a great team.
Is that a part of success too that you got to be aware of? Is that you've won a lot of games in the fourth quarter. You got to be careful that you don't start getting that mindset. Well, we can flip the switch anytime we want.
Exactly. And sometimes when you get used to winning, you kind of forget, or you you stop doing the little things that got you there, and you think that you're gonna keep winning, but it's not how it works. You gotta keep chopping wood, keep doing the dirty work, keep doing the little stuff that allows everything to work, and then the shiny stuff will come. But I think we gotta focus on the grind, the little things, and then everything else follows.
In all due respect, doesn't that a lot have to do with the guard play, though? I know that the guards have to set the tone.
I think it's all of us. It starts with me, setting the tone, being who I am, and then guys obviously like the leaders. It starts with the leaders, I think, more than anything. Whether it's me and a cat, us three. I think a lot of the stuff that we do affects the whole team, and a lot each in our own way. You know, our attitude, the way we communicate, our body language, all that stuff really affects everybody else. So it's the role of the leader to, you know, when you get stuff, or if it's the day when you're tired, it's the day when you might be a little hurt, like still do what the team needs, you know, and I think that's what's going to allow us to be where we want to be.
Rudy, it seems like Jordan McLaughlin's coming in and providing sparks recently. What changes and what does he kind of shift when he gets out?
Toughness, unselfishness, pace, you know, all the things that I think all the things we need, you know, and sometimes when we get in a rougher stretch or a stretch where we don't play as well, like we kind of lose that a little bit, and it felt like a breath of fresh air, you know, to have him yesterday on the floor, and just do all the little things, you know, loose balls, you know, just all the little stuff that helps winning.
Sometimes you're guarding the primary, like big scorer, like Davis and Sabonis. Sometimes Carl is, the Randall yesterday, probably Zion tomorrow. What's the difference for you when you're guarding the main scoring guy versus kind of being the secondary?
I mean, you gotta understand what I'm guarding everybody pretty much. Like when I'm guarding the big, I'm guarding 5 guys on the floor. Like I know that when Rondo goes to his move, I can be guarding Hartenstein. I'm still gonna be the one that helps and goes to help. So I think we just try to do what's best depending on size and depending on who we are defensively individually. You know, I think we can always, you know, try to mix it up and do things, but I don't think that's right now what's been the issue. I think it's more us just being tough, you know, and being tough and executing the game plan and take defense, take it personally. You know? You can have as many schemes as you want, but if I don't get the rebound, or if we get blow-bys on the perimeter, or you know, or if we just foul every time, you know, it don't matter. I mean, you can change the game plan, but you're still gonna get our ass kicked at the end. So. I think it's just on us, just and start the game better. I think we good in the second half of games, but being able to start the game with a little more awareness and a little more urgency, I think would help us a lot. You know, and it would avoid giving guys extra confidence to start the game, because then everything becomes harder. When somebody gets hard and confidence, somebody gets a great start, you know, they just feel like it's their night, and then they might hit the tougher shot that they probably wouldn't hit if we started the game then better.
Rudy, you got a big thank you card over there. It was kind of nice just to have the interaction with those folks and like you helping them out and them showing appreciation.
It's amazing. I mean, it's you know, really appreciate everything they do every day. You know, and you don't want people to feel like they've been taken for granted. You know, it always be nice to me, to my family, my teammates, everybody. So just wanted to show them a little love, you know, a little appreciation, and I know it always comes a long way, especially for Christmas, you know, and all these people have family, kids. So it always makes me happy to do it.
Kind of tough to get in the old mailbox, isn't it?
What do you say?
Kind of tough to get in the mailbox, isn't it? Or is it special?
Yeah, it's tough, but at the same time, it's a lot of love, so I appreciate it.
Thanks, Rudy.
Thank you.
Thanks, Rudy. Appreciate it.